You don't know what you don't know. You definitely are missing out on a lot. And if you have not read these books, you're missing out on some essential stuff that's going to be a difference maker in you getting towards your goals later in life. Now, this is not the complete collection of everything you should ever read, but these are essential things that you should be aware of. I'm going to go run through them now, so please stay tuned.
My name is Nick, and today we're going to talk about some of my favorite books to help you further your life and achieve your ultimate goals. Big focus here is definitely going to be in relation to selling, that's for sure, but it's not exclusive to it. So we're going to start with Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. It's an amazing book. If you don't happen to know, although I'm sure many of you do, almost everybody I talk to has at least come across the title or read the book to some extent or knows it very well. This book is amazing. Robert Kiyosaki is a very successful man who's talked about the life he had as a kid growing up, where he had his best friend's father was a very rich man, coming from a very smart way of looking at money. And his poor dad, who was by no means a man of small income, he was just a man who highly valued education and had a very different way of looking at finances. And it netted two different end results with their life. By societal terms, one ended up being pretty rich, one ended up being poor. That has nothing to do with who they were as people, just exclusively with the impact of how these individuals viewed and interacted with money throughout their life. And it's very interesting to watch a man who values both ends of it see both sides of it growing up with interactions through both. So definitely read it. Another one is Cash Flow Hacking. All right, Cash Flow Hacking is by somebody who is very near and dear to my heart. I'm just going to go ahead and show you the book here. Cash Flow Hacking is by Chris Kirkpatrick and his friend Cole Snell. These guys sat down and wrote this book together. They are amazing, know their stuff so well. It's essentially, just to give his actually description of it, the playbook to reach financial freedom 4 times faster, regardless of your age and income. It's an amazing mentality. It helps give you some very unique tools to be able to do that. And it doesn't really matter what your job is. It doesn't really matter where you're at in life. As soon as you read it, it's going to change the way you look at how you want to achieve your long-term goals. And it's something you definitely should be doing. Way of the Wolf, I think, by no means uncontroversial. You love or hate Jordan Belfort. Not everybody knows Jordan Belfort's face, but pretty much everybody has seen The Wolf of Wall Street. The Way of the Wolf straight line selling system, it's an amazing book. It gives you some great stories about his life, but it also gives you a really good idea of what it takes, especially in sales, but just in life in general, to navigate how you're talking with somebody and to be an effective communicator with them. It's very focused on making deals, which everybody can apply to any portion of their life, whether you're negotiating salaries, whether you're negotiating real estate investments, whether you're negotiating actually selling something for work. It doesn't really matter. It has huge impact into the way you are dealing with and communicating with people in life. Some other huge favorites. I definitely love and recommend Start Your Own Corporation. It's Garrett Sutton. Now, it's my understanding that that's Robert Kiyosaki's attorney, or at least somebody on the team of Robert Kiyosaki, who has been in Robert's life for a long time and has been a big help in creating an avenue and several books to help readers like you and me find an avenue to take advantage of some of the concepts that that Robert Kiyosaki talks about in his book, Rich Dad Poor Dad. So an amazing one to complement Rich Dad Poor Dad. Definitely read both of them together. Implement some of this stuff, or at least entertain ideas of how you might be able to use it in your life. It'll put you ahead just by knowing how some of the things in the world operate around you that you may not have realized. And another favorite, this is probably one of my biggest favorites. If you don't know, I come back from a background of being a law enforcement officer. The last 6 years of my life, I was in law enforcement. Big career change, that's for sure, being here and now today. But law enforcement is near and dear to my heart. This book, Never Split the Difference, is by Chris Voss. He's a retired FBI agent, amazing, brilliant man, but he would never tell you that. He's very modest. He tells you that realistically, he just implemented a good system. He learned stuff the hard way and learned it from the Bureau. He has put together, from being the lead hostage negotiator with the FBI, an amazing set and system that he now uses with his company, Black Swan Group, to help people navigate communicating with people. If you read this book and you use this in your life, whether you're using it to make sales, whether you're using it at work for deals, whether you use it in law enforcement to be able to gain compliance without having to use force, goes a long way in that department too. Or if you just simply use it to have deeper relationships with your friends, family, and loved ones. This book is amazing. This one is so close, near, and dear to my heart. I cannot recommend this one enough. Definitely read all of these books. Take a look at all of them. They're full of amazing stories. They're full of amazing concepts and just thought-provoking ideas, and plenty of great ideas to implement in your life to further your success, whether it's in career, whether it's towards your financial freedom, or just to be able to deepen your understanding of the world and the impact of relationships you have with those around you who mean so much to you. So read these. I'm sure at some point I'll do an updated video with much more comprehensive list of all the books I love and recommend to everybody, but this was just some that I wanted to put out there really quick and make sure that everybody was aware of these things. Definitely look at them. I hope you read them, listen to them on audiobook, or read them in person, whatever you prefer. They're amazing either way. Thank you very much.
Hey, thank you very much for staying tuned this long if you're still here. I really appreciate you taking that time to listen to my video and just kind of think about some of the ideas I'm putting out there. My goal for this channel is to really create a community of people who share these ideas, learn from each other, grow together, and go out and help other people with this new talent, new experience, and new idea that you've been able to cultivate with a like-minded community. So please, if you had any thoughts on this, let me know what your thoughts were down in the comments. Reach out to me. I would love to find ways to make this something that's better for you, better for me, better for everybody involved. So please feel free to give me some feedback, give me some engagement there. It's going to sound like I'm asking you a lot here and you're not getting anything out of it, but I'm hoping to start making this feel like you're getting something out of this. So thank you very much. Again, have a great day, and thank you for tuning in. Have a good one.